Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Meet Lucy in the Sky. And with the benefit of Mr. Kite, I will do this show tonight to talk to you about a topic you were probably looking up: dementia. This is a disease, either you were just diagnosed with it, you've had it for a while, a loved one's been diagnosed with it, or in family, someone you know, or maybe even for a school project, you were looking up dementia. Well, I'm here to talk to you from the view of someone who was fairly recently diagnosed with it. I am in my early 50s, and this disease, dementia, has pretty much thrown me for a loop. The purpose of this channel is because I want to meet other people with dementia. I want to meet the families of people with this devastating disease. And I just want to get other opinions. As you can tell, I am not a professional YouTuber. Matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever been on YouTube. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I am just setting up because I know that this is a hard topic to talk about, very embarrassing, and once, I can tell you firsthand, once you are diagnosed with it, people look at you differently. That's one reason why I wanted to do this video. The other reason I'm doing these videos is I want it as kind of like a diary to catalog what I'm like now, what I'm like maybe a year from now. My family can see me forever of what I was like, and under a very clear, right now, veil, see what it's like with dementia. Now, I want to start off by saying that I am not a medical professional at all, and so do not take any medical advice from me. I also want to say that if I happen to misunderstand something that a doctor tells me and I pass it on to you, I'm going to apologize in advance. I am a non-medically studied, for lack of a other word, person that just was diagnosed with something real bad. Another thing I want to talk about, and I really hate to mention this, but there are people out there in this world, how should I put it? A perfect example is there's a YouTuber called Hanna Alanzo. If I think of it, I will link her, the particular YouTube that I'm thinking about, the episode, what I'm thinking about. I'll link it down below. She is discussing a doctor from Arkansas. I'm not going to say his name, but he is a doctor. And on the side, it's a little side hustle. He works for a company, a multi-level marketing company that is supposedly called the Mental Wellness MLM. Again, I won't name it. If I don't link it down below, go to Hanna Alanzo's channel. Anyway, this doctor, who is a real doctor, on the side is selling a supposed product that not only can have psychiatric people, see, you can tell I'm losing my words, people with psychological problems go off their medication, but also is supposed to help with dementia. And on this particular episode, she was showing a couple of his TikToks, how, you gotta check it out for yourself. Hanna Alanzo, it's MLM Horror Stories number 72. He has the first two TikToks. I'm referring to the second one. where somebody had taken his product as his little side hustle, who had very bad dementia. And you'll see. You'll see what happens. It's very scary. Why am I bringing this up? Because I know there's companies out there that just want to get their claws into somebody with any kind of medical problem, who, especially something like dementia that cannot be cured. They want to get their claws in. They want to give them false hope. And so the reason we're bringing this Hanna Alanzo video is this. If you came here to sell your snake oil, you have wasted your time. Now, that being said, what I'm going to discuss on this channel is not only my personal experiences, but I'm going to relate them to I believe there's 7 stages to dementia. And I want to discuss how they relate to me. I want to hear from you, what you think, how you are dealing with these. And I really, really want this to be a very non-formal, friendly give and take on this. I'm very much into this being discussion. So that's kind of what I'm planning on. Also, I hope that, like, cataloging and making this a diary, as you will, you will be able to see these stages, although, they don't happen right at once, obviously, but see them for yourself. So maybe you can understand if your friend, loved one, whatever, has dementia. You can see that somebody else is going through that too. Maybe somebody you don't personally know, but they're going through it. Also, maybe this is selfish of me, but I want to get myself in the state I'm in now, which is okay, good, actually, and have my children be able to remember me. What I'm really very much afraid of is I got a young guy who just started college. I'm afraid if I'm going to even know who he is by the time he graduates. It'll be curious to see. But that's something that we're going to go ahead and keep talking about. I'm doing this, maybe I'm doing it selfishly, but I'm doing this for myself, to watch myself. And if I can get anybody out there who wants to discuss dementia, the fear, the stages, your personal experiences, what to look for, that is the purpose of this channel. May seem like it's all over the place, and yeah, it probably is, because like I said, this is the first YouTube channel, or first YouTube I've ever made. So I don't know what the heck I'm doing. There's gonna be no fancy lights, no fancy effects, no fancy editing, but this is about dementia, and there's nothing fancy about that. Big surprise. I also, my next video that I'm gonna make, hopefully shortly after this, is I'm going to say how I was diagnosed. Obviously it can't have any kind of, you don't know you have dementia. If you're living an absolute normal life, I'm a normal person, full-time job, children, grown children, I would never have known that I had dementia. I'm going to go into that in my next video. One thing I will say, if it's any kind of interest to you at all, when I found out for sure, that I have dementia, I'll tell you how I reacted. I'll tell you now. I went home. I grabbed a pair of scissors and I chopped all my hair off. Not the healthiest way to cope, but that's what I did. I just went in the bathroom and chopped. At the time, I had very long, curly, at the time, red hair. And in a matter of minutes, that was it. Now, fortunately, I work from home. And that is, so I didn't have to leave very much. And when I did leave, I put a hat on. But you can tell it's growing back now. It's a number of months ago. But if anybody out there is watching this, I want to hear from you. What did you do when you first found out you had dementia? What was your first impulse? What was your reaction? Do you regret it? I regretted cutting my hair. Anyway, that's what I want to hear. I hope somebody finds this. I hope you like it. I hope you join me. I know there's not much substance in this video. This is just an introduction. But, and I will explain how I got diagnosed with it. It wasn't just a random brain scan. Those don't happen. But, yep, so just a short little thing. I want you to meet Lucy. And another thing, it's not going to be a pity party either. We're going to talk about good things and bad things, but I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself if you're thinking I'm going to do that. So, but anyway, Lucy's signing off. I'll check you guys out later, I hope.